Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Go until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, heart, heart. Breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun. Oh, but we were so young. Love me till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked off ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. My name is Rizordi, and to you, one and all, I say, oh, push the wrong button. Hello, friends. How's it going, everybody? Good to have you here on this lovely Saturday morning for me, perhaps a Friday evening for you, whatever time of day it is. I appreciate you decided to stop by and hang out with us today. How's it going? I hope your weekend is looking good and bright and happy, and if not, perhaps I can put a smile on your face before the end of today's little show here. We'll see how it goes. Good to see you, Jack. How's it going, my friend? Valker, welcome back. Hello to you, Wizards. Jesse, a pleasure indeed. Hi, Cortraption. Hello, Lost. How you doing, Mark? Sakotero, welcome. Silent, hello. Cortraption, did I say hi to you? I don't know. Agonarch, hello. How's it going, friends? Thank you all for being here indeed. Like I said, the weekend is here, though my weekend is not especially weekendy because I unfortunately do have, the grading to do. This weekend is all grading all the time. This is my nice little moment of respite and enjoyment and relaxation before this afternoon I just sit there. Noms is going to be going out of the house pretty soon today. She has a student conference she has to give the keynote speech at, so she'll be gone for most of the day, and that means I want to stream for a very long time, but I know I must go and grade instead, so we'll be doing that. Any of y'all have any big exciting plans for the weekend, or is it mostly just relaxing, maybe get some chores done? Anyone going anywhere cool? I'd love to hear what's going on with you also. Klaus, hi Klaus. Hello Ugg, how we doing? Welcome. But no, I can't stream too long today. What do I have for you today? Here's one thing I have for you today. As you know full well, as I mentioned a moment ago, we're in the middle of grade apocalypse, and I had two students who I know sit together and who are close friends. Both do very, very, very well on the exam, and I'm not giving the exams back until Monday. But I was feeling so great about how well they did, kind of unexpectedly great they did, that I decided to go congratulate them. And so after class, they had kind of hung out afterwards, talking with each other. And so I went over to their table, and I said, hey, did you two study together? And I meant this as it's like a nice way to begin talking about their friendship and how they supported each other. And their eyes went wide, and they said, we didn't cheat. Wait, what on earth just happened there? How on earth did my attempt to say, you did a great job, this is amazing, this is a nice conversation, turn them immediately into, we didn't cheat? Now, this makes me wonder, did they cheat? I don't think it's possible to do so on this exam. It was an in-class, sit-there-and-write exam. But I worry that students might be afraid of instructors. It is possible. Anyway, so I very quickly said, no. I just wanted to say you both did very, very well. So whatever kind of studying you did, it worked well indeed, and a good job. And they were so relieved, but I was still feeling a little strange that was the first thing they said. If they cheated, I unfortunately didn't catch it, so what's done is done, but yeah, I don't know. I understand that, I understand that for some students, the professor is an object or a person of fear in life, but I wish I weren't, and so when I make conversation, I'm just making conversation. Anyway, that's the big news from yesterday, just a very strange little interaction. Klaus, you're hanging out with your friends tomorrow for a fish fry. Hey! I hope you have a nice time. Hope it's a lovely time hanging out with friends. I hope the weather is good. I know that the summer weather in the Midwest can get often kind of spicy, as Cortraption called it. But hopefully it's a nice, beautiful day outside, and you can sit in the grass and do all the other lovely things that one does at Midwest picnics. Like, I don't know, talk about the weather and the local sports team. Ah, that's great. Gary, you mentioned that you found a new dating sim demo called Wrestling with Emotions, New Kid on the Block. So, as a child of the 1980s, when I hear New Kid on the Block, I think of the New Kids on the Block. This was what, Marky Mark and the boys, and their, I guess before he was Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark. Their hip young person rap that I was not allowed to listen to, I don't believe. I don't remember that exactly, but that may be one of the no-no bands. But are dating sims still a thing? Like, for a while there, I remember they were all the rage on Twitch. So many streamers were playing through all these absolutely bizarre dating sims. Like, look, you're dating pigeons. Or look, you're trying to romance various kinds of fathers? I don't know. I don't know. Dating sims are what's it called? Dating sims are a genre I know a little about, but not enough to have a real conversation. I understand they're very popular with some folks, which is cool. Right, there was a dating sim of Colonel Sanders. That's right, KFC was in Ultra Meme Lord mode and put out all kinds of games and products with Colonel Sanders on them. So they had to date Colonel Sanders. I don't know. Oh, Wizard's right. It was Donnie Wahlberg, not Mark Wahlberg. I apologize for conflating those two importantly different people. So I don't know if it's the case that for a while there, like, the dating sims burst forward into popular consciousness on Twitch, or what exactly happened that they were so popular for a while and then absolutely went away. I don't know. I think it's the kind of game I've never streamed. I can't imagine doing so in anything but an absolutely ironic way. I don't think that makes for particularly good streaming for me. But cool. If you're in dating sims, I hope you find the one you're looking for sure. Jesse, you feel sad that Kickstarter failed for making a friendship sim for Supreme Court justices? I'm sorry. What? Why would anyone do this? Well, hello, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I like your ruffle so very much. You want to talk about the Equal Rights Amendment? Oh, that's amazing. I now wish I had known about that Kickstarter. I would have given them money. Not that I want to play that game, I just want it to exist in the world. That's very, very strange, though. Of the possible targets for dating, the Supreme Court seems like fairly far down the list. Now, I think all of them are married, so at some point someone loved them. And that's beautiful, but I don't know. Stardew the dating sim if you want it to be. It's true. And that is kind of how I played our Stardew Valley playthrough. I did a tremendous amount of trying to woo Penny, and then a lot of time digging in the mines. That was my poor Stardew existence, was laboring and then trying to make her love me by giving her opium. That's how it goes, Penny. Yeah, Stardew's the game we played through one full year of. All 4 seasons. It was a nice time, but I think we did not head towards completionism, so just too much to do, of course. But, as some of you have noticed, as some of you have mentioned, today we're not playing just one game. Today, for the first time in a long time, I'm intending to play through multiple games. Now, play through in some very limited sense. We're not going to finish them. But, as you might be aware, the Steam game platform is currently holding an event called Steam Next Fest. And a whole bunch of game designers put out a whole bunch of demos, and you can download them for free and give them a shot, and I have no idea if these are good, bad, or otherwise. The number of games that have demos up right now is incredibly high. Incredibly large number of demos. I don't know how anyone would play any of them. I don't know how anyone discovers any of them. Like, as I said previously, when I see the Steam store generally, I just think there are so many games here that I will not just never play, but actually never know anything about. I think the only way I ever learn about any particular game is because one of you mentions it, or maybe a developer sends me an email, I go, oh, interesting. I do not know how any game catches people's attention at all, unfortunately. But I picked a few that you all have mentioned. The list is in chat if you do exclamation point today. I think we're starting with Clay's new game. Clay, the developer of so many games we've enjoyed before, called Magic Over Matter, I think. Mind Over Magic, something like that. Hey, thank you for using the command so I can read it. It's called Mind Over Magic. And Norland, and Jumplight Odyssey, and Stars Nexus, and Gord. That's right. All those things. All those things. Demos are older than me. Wait, I didn't mean to say the demos are new. I said the Steam demo thing is relatively new, isn't it? I think that the Next Fest has only been happening for a couple years. Maybe? Something like that. But maybe it's Steam demos have been around since the beginning. I just missed it until recently. But yeah, I used to get these, shareware CDs. These shareware CDs are like, here, 8,000 games. If you want to play all 8,000, you can play all 8,000. And many of them were demos to try out, and then if you want to get the final copy, you'd send a $5 bill inside of an envelope off to some address in, I don't know, Baltimore, Maryland, and they'd send you the game. It's amazing. Strange early days. That before we had easy data transfer over the internet. That's how it goes. After Dark Games indeed, Klaus. After Dark Games indeed. Yeah, Commander Keen and what were the other games I played on those? There were so many. So many of the games of those were absolute garbage, but occasionally there's some real winners too. Was it Zach something? There was some running and shooting action platformer game that I played a tremendous amount of. I think his name was Zach or Baff or something. Who knows? It's a very long time ago, though, for sure. Miles, good to see you today. Full clip, everybody, good day. Hello to you, Raynor. Hello. But yeah, there's a lot back there that was really good stuff, for sure. Your 5 memories of demo disc for PS1, PS2. Yeah, wasn't that the case for a while that various game magazines would send a CD along, or even a floppy disk, I think, along with some program to try? People would just take a CD or a floppy disk out of the mail and put it into the computer and say, hey, what's this game? Yeah, I remember buying magazines when I was younger exclusively to get access to the disc involved. Zach McCracken. Gary, I confused two games. You're absolutely right. Confused two games. Zach McCracken is a LucasArts point-and-click game in which you play a fairly average guy who's lost his credit card and must save the world from aliens. I really enjoyed that one. There's some other game I'm thinking of, though, that was like a running and shooting and jumping game. And it's like a very manly named character, but I've forgotten right now. Rainer asks, do I read books? Yes. Not as much as I wish I did, but I always have one or two going. I found the Discord, there's a little book club chat room where I occasionally mention what I've been reading. Not always. I don't want the channel to be only, here is my book review, here's my book review. But yeah, I tend to read before bed especially, but yeah, more often not. Duke Nukem? I mean, I know Duke Nukem, of course, but no, that was a 3D adventure. Yeah, we're not going to come up with this one. Just guessing random men's names will probably not do it. But yeah. Any good fantasy? I don't really read fantasy, unfortunately. I play my fantasy video games, but no, not so much reading fantasy. The problem is, if I want to start reading fantasy, I know that there are a number of substantial authors with substantial series I have to get through to feel like I can enter the conversation. And I just don't have time for it, unfortunately. So I've read my Tolkien, of course, when I was young, but the idea of going it's time for to read all the Brandon Sanderson, and gosh, let's go read all the George R.R. Martin, etc., is just, for me, a little bit much. So I'll probably stay in my lane, and fantasy, unfortunately, will not be that lane. Maybe in retirement, maybe after I say goodbye to Twitch streaming, I'll sit there and read about the good old days when there were dragons. Perhaps. Hello, Brosky. How's it going? Hope you had a good day. Early Duke Nukem was a 2D platformer. Was it really, Gary? Okay, it is possible I'm thinking of a very, very early Duke Nukem game as a freeware game I played a very long time ago, or a freeware demo at least. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, it's always nice imagining the games I once played. I think I've said years and years and years ago, I wonder what it would be like to try to have a stream playing all the games that I absolutely loved in the 80s and 90s. What would it be like to boot up some like COM64 386 machines instances to play these old games? And unfortunately, really unfortunately, I know what it would be, and that is profound disappointment. Because there's no way the actuality of the games I played back then could match the experience today. Because one, I'm a different person. Then I was like 7 years old and just delighted by this and that. But two, I think as a gamer, I have such different expectations of my games. And it's a problem. I was just first starting out playing games. I had a lot of tolerance for janky gameplay and superficial plots and everything else. I don't know, there are probably some that hold up pretty well, but I always say, when I went back and played GoldenEye, when I was in my late 20s, it was just not the same thing. So, I don't know, maybe someday I'll try to find all the games of my youth and put them out there for you. There are a number of websites, one really big one, a number of websites that have abandonware, where you can download old games and relive your childhood if you want to. And it's kind of great, but I haven't really done the big dig into that I would need to do to find all of them I care about. Nostalgia glasses. Jack, that's exactly right. Yeah, it is easy to lionize and heroize your memorize your memories, and have a sense that things were all so great. And then you go and say, oh wait, maybe they weren't, or maybe they were for who I was then. I'm just someone different now, and that's absolutely okay. For you, even the colors and arts causing nostalgia in older games. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I'd enjoy looking at the pictures and seeing. There was this one helicopter game. It's one game where you had to play the helicopter flying from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. I realized my camera's flipped, but do it again. From the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. There you go. And you had to like move your chopper up and down to avoid incoming obstacles and fire and so on. I was very, very bad at it, but I wanted to be good. So I imagine it'd be fun to look at, but I don't know if they'd hold my attention for more than just a few moments. But maybe. I mean, maybe I can relive my youth for your enjoyment at some point. Hello, Eka, how's it going? Did I ever put up the great McCarthy quotes I said I would? I totally forgot. Yeah, the day that Cormac McCarthy died, I said I would bring you all some quotations that I like of his, but then I got busy and I forgot I said I'd do that, so I'll try to do that for Monday's stream, but no promises, only I hope. Hello, Volo, happy day to you, friend. Happy day, everybody. I think that's about what I got. Oh, Dance with Horses. Thanks for the follow a few minutes ago. I'm sorry I missed that. I was busy looking over here and waxing on about this and that. But thank you for being here. Thank you for the follow. Hope today's going well for you. With all that said, I think it's time for us to get into the games. No big stories. Last night we had our standard Indian dinner, Friday night date night. Had the same food as always. That said, I forgot to mention, that said, the waiter who knows I do not speak good Japanese decided that yesterday he would test my Japanese, and so he spoke to me only in Japanese. Now, he is fluent in English, and this is a very unkind thing to do. I made it through okay, but it really threw me off when it started, because usually Friday night we go to the Indian restaurant because they have English, and we just hang out and relax, but he decided it was time for a resorty test, and it's probably good for me to be working on my language skills. Anyway, those words, let's get ourselves into some games right now. I realized just now I actually did not set up the games for today, did I? Let's see. I did actually. Good job, Resorty. What an absolute hero you are. So, Mind Over Magic is a game from Klei, as I said. And Klei is the developer of Don't Starve and Auction Not Included and other fine games like that. They're always so delightful in their graphics, always so wonderful in their presentation, and I know very, very little about this one so far. So, here are some things. Thanks for downloading the Mind Over Magic demo. We hope you enjoy our work in progress. This demo is available until July 3rd, 2023, and then it will disappear, only to return someday later perhaps. So, that's cool. Also cool they're letting the demo continue after the end of the Next Fest here. So Next Fest goes through, I think, American Sunday. And so I'm planning to possibly do more Next Fest on my Monday, just to catch the last moments of the Next Fest. But as you see here, they'll continue on through July. So that's good. That's good. What do I like? What do I like? So I see right away that there are multiple kinds of characters. So it appears to be a human in this direction, appears to be a fox person here, and then something entirely different down here. Earlier in chat, Jesse mentioned that this game reminded them of Spellcaster University. That is a game that I played on stream that I saw promise in, but was kind of possibly not very good. I think for me it was I see what they're going for, I just don't think they've quite pulled it off yet. And apparently that game's been abandoned. It's not being developed anymore, which is too bad, because I was very excited to see how they finished up that game, how they made it its final and full form. But apparently that's happening, so instead we have Mind Over Magic instead. Any settings to change for you all? I can embiggen the UI if necessary. Apparently there's a tutorial. Exciting. Let's get to it and see how it goes. Mind Over Magic. Demo build. Oh boy. Reading stream. Prelude. Immediately when I see this character here, I'm reminded of... Oh boy. What's that game that... Shoot. I can remember neither the game's name nor the developer's name. It's a game that I'm always surprised the developer made. It's a game in which you play as a little wizard who's like a primary colored wizard, and then you build up lots of different spells, and you use the spells with friends if you want to, or in combination yourself, to cause hellacious death upon your enemies. It's a comedy game throughout. Magicka from Paradox. Tracky, thank you very much. Yeah, Magicka's the game. Paradox made this. The game, a company I think about as being all strategy games all the time, made Magicka. If you've not seen Magicka, it's a really, really cute, really fun game of magic. And the overlap here was just, this guy's wearing a spellcaster's outfit, and that's the kind of outfit your little character wears. But Magicka, very, very good. Anyway, if you're reading this, you're unfortunate indeed. Each day the fog spreads, afflicting the minds of our young mages. We hoped the school could stand as a bulwark against the madness, but the dread overwhelmed us. Do not fear the task ahead, nor the starvation, poisons, nightmares, swarms of rats, or predatory ooze. All the knowledge you require rests within these pages. Rebuild the school, train brilliant new mages, resist the dread. I have a plan that may let me remain in spirit. If this fails, may your death be quick and painless. Alright, this is by Weedle, the founder of the Asylum of Her Skeletons channel. Alright. Asylum of Her Skeletons channel. Is this the name of a school? Is this like a television broadcast? I do not know. Hopefully Weedle's found a way to stay around and help us. If not, we're all gonna die. Before that though, our first ad break is coming right here, right now. And so let's go ahead and take a quick little break. 3 minutes of ads, which means 3 minutes of a crossword puzzle. Let's do that and let's get right back to it after that. So thanks for being here on this lovely Saturday morning for me. I hope you're doing very, very well and enjoying yourself, and golly gosh, where's my crossword? There it is. Cat. This is yesterday. We already did that. Sorry. To refresh it, must get the Friday puzzle. There it is. This should go fast. Fridays are not terribly difficult, but I see there's some circled nonsense. So, here we go. Like much horror movie decision-making stereotypically, Horror movie decision making is often very stupid. Not quite sure that though. Channel that shows floor debates. This is C-SPAN. In the U.S., they show the Congress and House and Senate both arguing. They also show Prime Minister's questions from the UK Parliament when a bunch of people in fancy clothes yelled at each other like schoolboys. Martian Day. A Martian Day. So I know in space, the word soul is often used, referring to like an orbit, but I don't know, or a rotation. I don't know if that's used on Mars or for Mars. Change. Modify? Who knows? Parker Blank, former surname of Camilla, the Queen Consort. It's Parker Bowles? Yeah, I don't know what that letter is. Completely dominate in gamer speak. Ready, gamers? You know this one? Oh, there you go. There you go. So it's Bowles? Not sure. Chant often repeated 6 times. Ole, 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 ole. My time as a soccer fan has served me well again. Organized Agricultural Workers of California. So this might be Dolores Huerta's group. And I can't remember what they're called, honestly, right now. We'll see eventually. Burners supply once. Burners supply once. So a burner is a kind of cell phone that you use once and throw away. It could also be like a user a pipe does burning, but their supply I don't quite know. Wanders of Wanderers. I have to say there are a little bit too many question marks in the early part here. Just not quite sure. So Wanders of Wanderers is the root of the second word, but unsure. Let's see if we can get some downs and finish up this top area. Also, the ad's not started yet. This is always hilarious when this happens. So there should be an ad playing right now, but there's not. So I'm hoping you're enjoying hanging out and have a little bonus Crawford time. Maybe we'll get back to the game before the ads go, unfortunately. Rapid transit option. It could be like a tram, obviously. Rapids. It's actually rapids, not rapid. I apologize. So rapids then would refer to like canoeing, possibly a boat, instead of being rapid transit like a monorail. Verbal equivalent of a sigh. Okay, so sighs are... What do I say when I want to express that feeling? What words are there? Oh, you. I have no idea. A follower of boot or spaghetti. So they're spaghetti noodles, spaghetti sauce, boot sauce. That's not a thing. There's a boot disc, spaghetti disc. No, I have no idea. I'm really struggling today. Single or double fold fabric feature is a ply. We know that for sure. A logo for one of America's most watched TV networks appropriately. It's a CBS-I. The Stars and Stripes Forever composer John Philip Sousa, now we're moving, Beef Star Wong. I think it's Ali Wong. Don't know if it's an I or a Y. I think it's an I, but I'm not certain on that. New Beginning. New Beginning. New Beginning. So oftentimes the word beginning is used to refer to the word prior to it. So like the beginning of the word new is an N, but how's N? N is spelled just E-N. Facial expressions or body language, for example. They're emotive cues. I have no idea. Aged beefs. So a beef, a grudge, eventually becomes a rivalry, a nemesis-hood. I don't know. Blank Miserables. Less, thank goodness. Okay, Les Miserables. Okay. We'll just continue along then. Distressing developments. Distressing developments. Things go from bad to worse. Who knows? I don't know what you want from me. The parentals are out of town. Let's rage. The parentals are out of town. Let's rage. A party at my house, I believe. And I think I figured out how the... Well, for the my part. Okay, so the circles are TAMH. Okay, no, it's party at my place, sorry. So it's TAMPA. Tampa is a city in Florida. This explains the relationship between this and the circles. The Florida city. So we need a California city in these parts here. California city that has an SN in the middle. I'm sure there are a lot of them, but nothing comes to mind. But I'm glad we now know how those work at least. Attractions at a Disney hotel or pests at a non-Disney hotel. Mice? Yeah, if you see the mice in Disney, you're doing well. Issa, who voices Spider-Woman, that's Issa Rae. Dirtball, possibly a Claude. What's down here? Waterfall group, don't go chasing waterfalls. Blank Games, the League of Legends developer. This crossword had a lot of clues for we the gamers. Long and short of it, this would be the sum or possibly the gist. I like that. The ads are running, don't you worry. React to the opening scenes of the movie Up, perhaps. Have you seen Up? Do you know about this? It is one of the more heartbreaking openings ever, especially for an ostensible children's film. Cry or sob seems very likely. The down here is Edie's, as an ice cream brand, and so cry works there. Political topics that impact voters' wallets colloquially. Am I saying that word right? It feels like I'm saying all of that. I'm not sure how, though. L's are hard. So these are often talked about in terms of what one discusses at the kitchen table, presumably while you're doing your bills and, how we pay for all of this, that kind of thing. I'm not immediately sure, though. As far as cities in Idaho, though, there's like Boise, and then the capital is, I was gonna say Helena, but that's not right, is it? I can't remember. That's Montana. End of a campus address is gonna be EDU. Buckets for mops, for example. Mops can be a kind of hairstyle. Is there a bucket hairstyle? I don't think so. Merch item that might be graphic, probably a t-shirt. We'll see. Tear to smithereens. Could be rend, possibly. Smithereens feels like a very strong word. I've only ever heard of it in terms of blowing something smithereens. It feels like a total destruction, perhaps. Actor Gorey, not sure, of One Night in Miami, really don't know. Banks, who coined the term smizing. It says smiling with your eyes, and it's Tyra Banks. I only know that because of noms, thank goodness. It's on that America's Next Top Model show, I think. It's how they distinguish between fake smiles and real smiles. Are you smizing? I don't know how to smile with my eyes. Anyway, ad break done. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you still being here. Let's get ourselves back to the game. In another hour or so, we'll return to the glorious crossword and make some progress. So, the dread is coming. The fog is coming. We must take care of the school. Onward. Oh, here we are. Okay. So 3 buddies have popped out. Begin the first trial. Use the oraculum to send the students on a trial in the underschool. Those who survive may be hired. Alright, so possibilities of students dying. My favorite thing. This is the oraculum. Reveals new chambers of the underschool. Students must explore the underschool and pass a trial to graduate. So, can I scroll out? Okay, you can scroll out. Very, very good. And, okay. As of right now, our entire school is just these 2 rooms. Now, are we actually in the underschool? Oh, there is a ladder going up. So maybe the school is up here, and we are in the basement, exploring whatever. So I think that's how it works. This is the student summoner, used to locate and summon students destined for a wand. Students are plucked from all across the kingdom. Oh, so there are different schools here, there, and everywhere, and we forcibly seize the students and make them go on an adventure. Cool. So then there is the Oraculum. Reveals new chambers students must explore to graduate. Okay. Anything left for me to click on right now, or not so much? Okay. Trials of graduation ritual. Students must defeat a sufficiently difficult underlord in the later to graduate. An underschool is a dangerous, mysterious realm underneath the school to explore, where one can find underlords. So I do wonder immediately, is this going to be the whole game? Is building out this area of trials? Or will one also run a school upstairs? In which case, cool either way, but let's see. Can we interact with our 3 students here? So this is, I should move myself. I've seen so far that all of our information on the left side. We'll go here. And then time for the big flip. This seems like the movie Saw to you. Yeah. Trials. You prove your worthiness. They didn't ask for it, but they need it. So Ailani is the first character. She's a wolfkin. Wolf-like creatures that will eat wild animals whole, will sleep just about anywhere, is an apex predator. Thus, they do not suffer conviction or sanity penalties if they sleep outside on the floor, and prefer to eat dire rat or croa over meals that gain sanity or conviction penalties. So as of right now, each character seems to care about hunger, sleep, and recreation. They also have a sanity bar. Mage's mental state, low sanity, risks the mage having nightmares. When a student's sanity is too low, students are at risk for nightmares. These cause trauma. Where's the adorable little peeing on the floor? Where's the joyful pig yelling at me about being scared? Unfortunately, here we have nightmares instead. That's right, more stress games, more good. What's up, Exist? The college I went to in France used to have a dungeon where difficult students would be sent. My goodness. Yeah, different world, huh? If my students misbehave, I just say, hey, don't do that again. I don't send them to the dungeon. There have been some I wish I could, though. That's something I definitely would like to do. Alright, so Ailani's that. Beverly, then, is a human of the Ancient Wand. A powerful wand that's been sealed in the underschool for centuries. Grants ancient or instant magical skill to a wielder. So for whatever reason, this character has the Ancient Wand as the game starts. Okay. And anything about humans in particular? A human has an extended adult lifespan. Cool. Long-lived. And lastly, Casper the Vivified. A race of former quilted servants who somehow gain sentience. Are you a pillow? Wait. Wait, are you a pillow, really? I think Casper's made of a pillow. Alright, there's the clay spirit we know and love. Nobody knows how they gain sentience. We'll each let everything. It has a stitched stomach. The quilted are helpful creatures stitched together from pieces of the dead. Never mind, I take it back. That's not a pillow. Those are pieces and parts of other people. I want my joy back. I want to return to youthful innocence. They're created by wizards who perform drudgery, and they have a stitched stomach. Get no sanity or conviction penalties for eating, prefer to eat lowest quality of food. So the other 2 characters, Ailani and Casper, don't seem to care what kind of food they have, where Beverly seems to be a picky human who must have this and that. I also see there are many different buttons to push here, so we can learn about their magic abilities, we can learn about their combat abilities, restorative combat, social traits, and what jobs they have to do. There's probably a lot more to read, but for right now I'm absolutely okay with just advancing the game. But look at this. Look at this. I'm guessing this is The Darkness, which we've been told, not The Darkness, The Dread. The Darkness is a band who believes in a thing called love. the dread, though, is what will overtake the world if not for us. And then over here, the student summoner, some broken pictures. I hope I can eventually put pictures of me, Rizordi, up on the wall there to inspire the students to be all they can be. Okay, so let's start a trial and see what happens. The Burrower Larva's Lair. I can't do anything with the Burrower Larva, and I don't know how to think about this. Not even a little bit. We're told to do it, so we're going to do it. Are these what you cast? Restore a spell restores the HP of all all allies in battle by the amount of damage dealt to enemies. And then Shield is a defensive shield. It prevents all damage from the first N times a character is attacked each battle. So it's Shield 2, so it prevents the first 2 damage. Or first 2 times? First 2 times they're attacked. Okay. Now, you have Fortify HP. Fortify grants N HP at the start of a dungeon run to the character before and after the fortifying character in queue. Okay, so I think that means that you should be in row 2. Because that way you'll get on both characters next to you. Armor is a defense spell with armor N, grants a pool of N temporary HP at the beginning of each battle. It's depleted before the character's main HP pool. So I believe the Wolfkin is meant to be our tank then, if that armor only affects them. And then Beverly here is able to heal, or not heal, buff both people, and then our healer goes in the back row. Hopefully that works. Oh, you can re-roll them if you want to. Huh. I wonder how reroll works. Is it get a whole new character, or they pick different skills? I don't know how much I like reroll. We'll see how the game actually plays, but it feels like a strange thing to say, look, you're getting these students from across the world. They've all been trained and educated in many, many different ways. You don't like them? Just change your education. I would understand it more if you could say, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to graduate. Back to school you go, and then pick some new character. But maybe it's just for the demo if they don't have that kind of feature in. Let's see how it goes, though. Let's see how it goes. Bring supplies, 0 to 10. No, I have no supplies. Okay, I think we unpause. Door number 1 has been open. Under-school trial. When students undergo a trial, they must pass a series of monsters and attempt to defeat a powerful underlord. You cannot assist them. It's an auto-battler. That's great. I mean, kind of. Except when they all die and I say, you fools, you fools. They survive or die based on their training. If you've taught them well, they'll be victorious. If not, well, better not to think about it. Your job is to select enough students, place them in the best order, and equip them with everything they need to be successful. Once students have begun the trial, their fate is in their own hand. I love this. I can imagine really enjoying this game based on just that description. Let's see. So I can speed up if I want to. For right now, I'm just going to watch. I wonder how they choose which spell to use. Now, maybe they only have the one spell. Hey, good job! We cleared a chamber. A+, yes. Do we know how long it's gonna go? Pit of Flame. So you have 5 armor, you have 2 shield. I thought Beverly put shields on both characters. Maybe you can't have both shield and armor also. How do I see that again? Fortify grants NHP at the start of the dungeon run, before and after fortifying character in queue. Okay, so I believe the character in front probably already had their shield consumed. Oh, this is the burning lava. This is the big boy. And apparently we defeated it without me doing anything. Good job, team! I'm very proud of you. Well done, well done. All right, I want to look at the corpse, though. Burrower larva killed by a lash, cast by Beverly. Huh. Properties. Placeable on floors on the ground. Can I move it? No. Tasks. Okay, it tells you what the larva is doing also. It's just hanging out, though. So I'm curious, will this be available for the future to send other wizards through? Or will it reset? We'll be able to go farther down. Can't wait to find out. But we can complete a trial now. Sat through our council meeting. Valix went on and on about his crystals, and Tormagan went on and on about her top students. I'd say as predicted, but anyone could foresee this. Mysteria the Seer. I do wonder how my students describe my classes. What do I go on and on about? Probably what we owe each other. Alright, everyone survived. Mission accomplished. Oh. Now I can invite some of them to join the school staff. I know humans live a long time, so this will allow us to give someone tenure and have them be dead wood for a very long time indeed. Oh! They grow up in this moment. So they go from being a little child Beverly to big serious Beverly. Is it the same change every time? It is, but you can make them look different if you want to. Here is Beverly currently. Oh, no, that's a little strange, Beverly, a little strange. I wonder how many different models there are. So Beverly is what kind of caster? I guess fortifies your main ability. It seems like kind of healing and such, so what looks healy? I kind of like the first one. I feel like I should just skip past that. Also, I think they're mixing together different hairstyles and body styles and clothing styles to give more kinds of characters. Well, I want an old lady back, please. Bring me my old lady. That's fine. Hello, Beverly. Looking good. Probably a fire mage, but that's alright. I need to hire everyone, it looks like. Click or drag to select an outcome for each graduate. So some people are allowed to join the school staff. Others can probably go do other things, like be sent to the military, or you go join government, or you, my friend, you're going to go work the counter at the Dairy Queen. And so Ilani becomes an adult wolf. Let's look at some of the appearances there. Looking a little Beauty and the Beast, possibly. This is Cool Guy Wolf. I like Cool Guy Wolf. And then lastly, Casper, the person made of pillows. That's right, I'm staying with made of pillows, not people's bodies. You gotta clean it off. Other people's skin mites. That's pretty gross. It looks great. So now that they're all on the school staff, we go upstairs. Okay, so there is an above ground area also. So 3 people are idle. Underschool chamber has been cleared. As of right now, we're just these 2 rooms again. So I do wonder how far up and down we're able to go. But I like the way in which we're opening the map slowly, instead of being overwhelmed by here's everywhere you'll build eventually. The Book of Dread unlocks new research and pushes back the fog. However, the more one learns about the dread, the more it fights back in the form of nightmares. I think I heard something about not staring into the void for too long. Chapter 1, The Progenitor. Knowledge regained. The fog recedes. New research available at the Arcane Secretary. I think that's a word for a desk. We unlock a tier 1 wand at the Wand Shaper, and we get a mana crystal. Choose ye your magic. and thus the nightmares started. So, we can unlock one of these two. On Brilliant Light, start with a Mana Lantern research and rewards an additional Mana Crystal. A Mana Lantern's a lantern that houses a Mana Crystal, focusing its light to restore mana. Needs a charge to function. I wonder if charge here means person to look after it, or instead it means like a Mana Crystal charge. Not sure. Oh, there it is. It actually says what it is. I have to say the mouse over on, or the tips on mouse over like in Paradox games, so helpful. So Mana Crystals are mana imbued crystals. They're used to build the Mana Lantern. The charge is skill required for use lightning. Refill the charge in a Mana Lantern. Okay, so someone can cast a lightning bolt on the lantern, which will then restore mana on the other people nearby? I don't quite know how that works yet, but okay. And then a Dream of Plenty. Start with a gruel pot used to cook meals. So more mana or more food. So many of you were dismayed at how slow I was to build the crock pot in Don't Starve, so I will take the gruel pot this time and see what happens. This costs us 2 casts of lightning. Very good. This is a demo, Abba. Yep, it's a demo. It's on Steam right now, totally free. It's free to play through, I think, July 3rd or so. That's right, July. That's how I say that word. Okay, so someone comes over, casts twice. The big book opens. Okay, so this is how they're going to handle opening some of the map, but not all of the map. So we now see the surface. The newly graduated mages have emerged from the underschool and are now staff, ready to work. They'll need your help to find food, build a place to sleep, start construction of a new school for young mages. But don't wait too long to summon students. The fog approaches. I must choose a name for the school. The future of the school belongs to your new staff. No. It belongs to the Board of Trustees. What are you talking about? We don't believe in shared governance here. I think not. Okay. So the Wizarding Academy. It's like wizarding. Good. Demo. This is not the final form, but don't you worry. Okay. Learn about materials. In order to build the school, you need to collect stone and wood. Select stones and trees to press the mine or chop button to mark tasks active. This tells the school staff that someone must come work. They'll use nature to chop and earth to mine. We don't believe in tools here. We believe it is instead magic. The school is not merely a means of survival, but a place to thrive, to live, to train in magic, to fight back against the dread. So you mouse over and see what happens here. They're showing you how to push the buttons. And then they throw magical axes. Love it. Alright, so... Hello, Weedle. Hey, Weedle's the person who wrote us a letter asking us to take this place over. So Weedle exists. Weedle the Wolfkin. It has the Founder's Wand, a ghostly wand from long ago. And Weedle has 1 point in all magic. And that's that for right now. Alright. Close that. So here we are, on top now, having unlocked from the basement what we find here. So we've been told to cut down some trees. It's an immediate task for any staff if you middle click, I think. Okay, so you can right click and say, anybody go do this. All right, please chop that down. Hey Jim, how's it going, my friend? And then in front here is a gutberry vine, a food crop that produces barely edible berries. So again, we can right click and harvest. And this will just give some materials for our folks. There are also rats out here. Oh, dire rats. So we know that the wolf person prefers to eat dire rats. So I don't know if they will go out on their own and do that. Or what? Hello, Weedle. What are you doing? Going to do the mining. So we have a ghostly, a ghostly worker. Only comes in for the occasional meeting, skips class regularly. I'll have someone hunt the dire rat, and we'll see what we get from it. Discovered wood. Ooh-wee. So wood is used to expand the school and build furnishings. We also have trees you can build if you want to. Mined a stony outcrop. We now have stone and trees and. How do I make these go away? Okay, I don't see why you have it go away right now. That's okay. So we've not been told to build anything yet. I'm going to try very hard to follow the tutorial as been given to me. Firing the arrows. Got sinews and viscera. Now, I do wonder, does that count as food, or do you have to actually be hunted for useful reagents or eaten whole by the wolfkin? Okay. I don't know if I have to order the wolfkin to go eat. As of right now, they're not hungry, though, so that's okay. Everyone's just idle. Here we go. No walls built. Here comes some construction. Begin building a school on the foundation. So that's the woody area here. First build a wall or two, then connect them to the roof to keep the rain off. What if we're water magicians, though? We need that water. Select these from the build tool to get started. A magical school is never complete. It must shift endlessly, changing to meet the needs of its current students. Okay, we can do that. So here's build. We got walls, we got floors, we got roofs. Got our gruel pot. A learning stone. Basic station for teaching a skill. What? No desks? No chalkboards? Speaking of which, yesterday I did my my midterm evaluation with my students. I always ask the students at about the halfway point of the term to tell me what's going well, what's not going so well, and then anything else they want to tell me. And it's done anonymously, quick sheet of paper thing, and I get some useful feedback often on where the students are falling behind that I might not find otherwise, because they don't want to tell me directly. And most students are doing great, having a good time, enjoying the class, etc. Very happy about that. But the most common complaint was, as usual, my board work. I do not have good handwriting, and when I get excited, I write too fast. I'm doing better on that than previously. The issue this semester, though, is I'm in a classroom that has only one whiteboard, and then various large televisions for people who know how to teach in the year 2023. I'm used to having two whiteboards, and unfortunately, because I only have the one, I'm trying to write wherever there's space, and it's leading to a mess on the board, unfortunately. So, I'm hoping it's the case that in the future I teach in a room with two whiteboards, but I will be apologizing to students on Monday and saying, yeah, I should have done a better job on that. So, hello Noms, how's it going?
Hello. Are you complaining about the classroom I like?
I'm not complaining about the classroom. I am instead reporting in what the students said yesterday.
I like that classroom.
It is a good classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, like in Auction Not Included, this uses the sound of some kind of percussion instrument to build the wall. Now, is the wall building just this bit of floor? Or will I put a door on top of it? The door appears to not go on top of it. Maybe it's only once it's built, though. Let's see what happens once we build on both sides. And, it's not work the way I thought it would. The double click actually makes it. Oh! They cast magic to build that wall. Nice. I learned about doors and hallways. Place a door or hallway on a wall floor intersection to create an opening in the wall. A hallway is free to place and uses no mana. Doors keep unwanted creatures outside. You can also set rules for how the mages go through. So, does the door have to be at the very front here? Right click back. I'm back in the menus. Okay. I was hoping I put it in the middle section, but no, it seems it has to be at the very front of the game screen here. That's okay. So one there, one there. And I think I also need to make the walls, you know, a little taller, possibly. I'll go one above, two above. Not sure. That looks nice, though. And we need more stone to do that also. So they're still digging out stone. Good, good. Other side of things here, what do we have? A little tree that's almost grown. G is the key for removing stuff, it looks like. And this is what back here. The Founder's Grave contains Weedle. So, a grave of a long-dead mage. Some sort of ancient magic allowed their ghosts to join the staff. It grows hollow lily blooms. Interesting. I wonder if Weedle dies, if they'll always be able to come back there again. In ghostly form. Also, as I'm playing this, I realize there's a slight issue. I need your help on this one. I could probably just play this game for the entire stream today, and I wouldn't necessarily mind that. But I did say we'd be speed dating games today, playing the game for a little while and then moving on to a new demo. So I'm curious, would you all prefer to see other demos of games that are out right now? Are you okay going a little bit deeper into this one? I don't know how long the demo is to play through. I feel like we've gotten a pretty decent introduction to a lot of the mechanics so far. And it's a game that I'll definitely be interested in playing in the future. But I would like to know, as I said, what do you all think? Would you like to have more and difference? Look at that. Look at that roof. It's lovely. Oh, I think I made my... I think I made my building too large. How do I make this beautiful? Alright, maybe just start a little farther out. To there. No. My beautiful building is not going to be beautiful at all. I've been tricked. Well, okay, we have a little bit of a patio on top there. Wait, what's this? Adjust wonk level. Oh. I don't know what the word wonk means. Okay, maybe it's just like how weird and strange it's gonna be. Okay, so if you go to 0 wonkitude, it's roughly what I want. Okay, with 0 wonk, you're only allowed to go that far. This is super interesting. Wonk is a measure for wonkiness? I guess so, I love that. Apparently I need to have a little bit more wonk to go that far. 10 decawonks. More wonk, more wonk. So previously we got all the way across. Man, it's only due to the glory of wonk that we can do so. Huh, so now I'm not allowed to go any farther. I don't know what happened there. Oh, the top one does that. Oh, by having it lean more. Ah! No, not really say we can't go any farther at all. Maximum wonk. Yeah, no farther. The height of the middle might do it, okay. I don't know, team. I don't know. It's not going. I'll try it again and not change the wonk and see. Now we're good to go. If we lower the wonk, does it stop working? Huh. Ah, that works. Cool. Some of this is blocked, apparently. Or that means I built it too high, or if they can't get line of sight to it. Unreachable object. Some objects are not reachable. Maybe due to parts of the school being blocked by built objects. Use a pathing filter to help fix it. They also may have insufficient spell range. Mages gain more range and construct, etc. as they gain more skill. Keep casting all of you. You'll surely be able to reach the top by the end. I may build a ladder if we climb up there. Or no. There are stairs we could build. Stairs not ended a floor foundation. That's okay. That's when you climb up a little bit and cast a cast. I hope they can stay on this before it's fully built. If not, we'll need to make another floor here, I guess. To build a floor, you have to have an internal wall, also, it looks like. Yeah, they're reaching closer and closer. The stair does not end at a floor foundation. There's nothing in particular said about what that gives us or does not give us. Also, gosh, we're getting hungry. Mages require food to survive. See their current hunger level in the needs tab. If the hunger bar reaches 0, the mage will die. The simplest way to feed them is by harvesting the gutberry vines. We have that gruel pot we unlocked earlier, so let's try that. Is that crafting? So it is. Alright, so you just jam anything you want to into the school. Let's put it over this way. Now, does it need to have like one green area? I hope it's saying that is functional there. And doesn't need to have open green on all sides. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, they're getting closer. Yes, they can stand on the staircase and work. That's awesome. Very, very good. We've dealt with construction, doors, hunger. Great. I can also make the arcane secretary, which was how research happens. Put that one over here. Can we rotate? R is to rotate in this game. Huh. I wonder if we'll get a back wall eventually, once this finishes, or if we'll just always have the open view there, maybe a force field to keep out the breeze. Hey, there it is! There it is. Alright, this is the Scullery. Scullery, rather. It's 31 luxury. It's both grounded and towered. Like, it's a bonus to cooking. Oh, am I supposed to make different rooms instead of, like, baby's first barn? I think that may be the case. So, alright, the whole thing is currently a kitchen. Rooms are the fundamental building blocks of the school. Enclose a space using a combination of walls, floors, and roofs to create them. In addition to providing shelter, rooms grant bonuses to tasks performed inside of them. The type of room created is based on size, location, contents, and shape of the enclosed area. Open ye the room view to see them all. There are classrooms, bedrooms, workshops, rec rooms, morgues, storage, miscellaneous, etc., etc., etc. Morgues. Underschool corpses deposited here. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, is there a research room? Is that a classroom, possibly? No. That gives learning bonus. Bedrooms give more conviction sanity. The dining room gives more conviction sanity. Workshops, faster research. All right, we need to have a workshop and a scullery possibly separately. So I'd like to make a little room for the cooking here. Also need to give it a job, I believe. So here is your recipe. Bitter gruel requires bitter rice. Sensible. Gutberry requires just gutberry. It lowers sanity and conviction by 10 to make that. Or to eat that, possibly? Negative 10. Gutberries raw are negative 15. Alright, so it's less terrible if we cook our gutberries into gutberry soup. Can we do until we have? We can. Let's do until we have. For now, I do infinitely. I don't know how to think about the demand of characters and food and so on. But I think having more food more good. And then, Alani, how are you on food? Yep, still full. Still full, still full. So I want to make a little wall here. Huh. How do I make the wall... Oh, so I was thinking of trying to make a wall. How do I indicate this in two-dimensional space? That went up this way and then here, and had a door leading to a central hallway, as well as a door leading out into a main room. I see now you have to slice your building, and so I think there's only one room per, oh boy, area on the z-axis. These are words. Are they the right words? I do not know. Okay. And then can I use floors here? Yeah. And then maybe I can get my ladder to here. So can I use this to get over to the ladder? I need to destroy these top sections. How do we destroy things? The fog is advancing! Oh no, what have we done? What have we done? Maybe every once in a while the fog comes on. Here it is. A deadly miasma from the depths of the dungeon. Each night, the fog advances to consume the school. Defeating underlords and completing the Book of Dread is long and boring. Made the damn thing up. A research forces the fog to retreat. 6 days until you are destroyed. Push the fog back by 1 day by defeating the underlords. Now, I think only students can defeat underlords. I don't think a staff can. Can they? Projects. So projects are a kind of mission that is not going deeper. Rewards 6 vivified pages. Long lost pages torn from the Book of Dread can be reclaimed via a vivified villager quest, useful for research. Quests. Graduating students will help the school by heading into the world to complete quests. Okay, so earlier we saw when people become officially wizards, they can join the staff, or you can send them elsewhere. So you send them this way instead. I see. We need to find some more first. Back to my constructing. Also, can I get some lights? Is it possible to make the world bright and beautiful? It's looking a little bit dark right now. Hey, it's lighting. All right, red wall torches, blue wall torches, green wall torches. You just see how these combine. Also, I'm guessing I should be planting more trees because the fog is gonna be consuming my trees relatively quickly. So how do I plant trees if I can? Gardening eventually. Right now, I think is all we got. This little buddy is growing slowly. Viscera on the ground. And that is all the trees for now. I don't think there's a way to mass select, unfortunately. I think we have to select each individually, unless I can find a gather. Okay, with gather you can mark everything instead of clicking all the way through. Nice. Grounded, lofted, private, isolated. Isolated means there's no way in, because there's no wall here, or no door there yet. So they're locked off from the rest of the world here. Let's fix that. I need 3 more wood. Very soon, we have wood there, 27 more. We can open the door for you. We can open the door. Uh-oh. So previously, I've been able to build doors in walls. This time, video game says no. So maybe the issue is having the floor above already. So let me go ahead and destroy some of the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So how do I select things to destroy? Here's demolish. So I need to destroy the wall for right now, I think. Oh, no, I think the floor may be the issue. So let's try that instead. Oh no, I've already found a way to lock a character into their home. How about now? Can the door go there? It still can't. What have I done wrong? Can doors only go outside? A hallway door that keeps pests out can be used to permit or disallow access to rooms. Maybe for right now you can only have doors on the outside walls, and so the hallway has to be used instead. Now, I wonder if that will remove the room bonus. No, it is still a scullery, but it no longer says 25% bonus. So I'm not quite sure. Whichever way what's done is done, good. And then we'll build similar room for you all here. And floor across this away. And a hallway also. Cool. Select ye some research. Oh boy, big old research tree, and you only learn about later research by driving back the fog, it looks like. So for right now, there are the mana lanterns to help people get mana back. The gruel pot, we already have that. We can begin to plant rice if we want to, which is nicer food than the previous ones. Modest graves, no one will die, thank you. Dining tables, place to eat and socialize. A chest to keep our junk. Or the midden heap, a spot to process non-humanoid corpses and turn them into useful reagents. I'll start with a chest for sure. It takes 85 points of research. So I'm guessing a character will now go in research. At some point, I'm guessing I should decide who does what. But for now, I'll just let someone randomly do that. I need lights though. So we can't make the green light, because that requires a wormweed pod. Blue requires sinew, red requires viscera. And I have these from killing the little rat friends over here. So I'll just do red initially. And then go on the back wall. That's fantastic. I had enough for one. So I'd like to kill additional rats to get more viscera. Hopefully. The gutberry soup is just being thrown on the floor. Also splatter, so maybe there's a cleaning task necessary. The priority page, much like Ox Not Included, allows you to choose who does what in what order. And some people have yellow on them. Okay, the different tasks have skills attached to them. Looks like. So dark magic is used for quilting. Quilting is taking out people's bodies and putting them as part of new bodies. Constructing, assembling, etc. So who would be good at cleaning? Cleaning is a water job, it looks like. Oh, it says it's a medicine job. Med actually means medium priority, not medicine. Okay, so I wish to have Casper the Quilted do that. And then on research, no one's especially good at it. I'll have Beverly take it for now. And cooking is being done by whomever. That's probably fine. Oh dear. People are... What does the orange mean, I wonder? Is that your HP? It's your conviction. So they're heading in the direction of mental break. After breaking, the teacher might leave the school. I've seen many faculty members have a mental break. I've never seen one quit over it, but okay. So what else can I build right now? I saw you can build beds, but I don't think his character's tired. Yeah, we'll see the schedule. Still well rested, it looks like. Your conviction is dropping because you ate outside of a dining area. Wait, really, video game? Wait, really? Did they take the best of RimWorld? Ate while at table, big cranky, big cranky. We gotta get the mess hall then created, and so I'll just make this middle room the mess hall for now, I guess. So floors go all the way across. And I'll be curious. Okay. I'm about to say I'll be curious to see how they handle the middle section there. where the stairs go through, it's actually against the back wall. Neat. And then upstairs will make various bedrooms and so on, I suspect. This needs to end at the foundation, so going past it is not permitted. Still not quite sure how to destroy you. Okay, just like other elements, you just destroy. A Pajama Panda, thank you for the returning subscription. I appreciate a whole bundle. How you doing, Pajama? Good to see you for sure. Thank you for being a friend and other such words. Really appreciate your kindness in being with us. Odd. So to make it a mess hall, I think you have to have the dining table. And we do not have a dining table research yet. That said, research, it is happening. Now, are we going to run out of mana? Oh boy, conviction's going way down. Slept on the floor, slept outside. Ooh-wee. We got some problems. Alright, so building a bed. Also, if this is auction not included, where are the little bathrooms? Genuine, sincerely, where are the little bathrooms? For right now, everybody gets to sleep together. Need more wood. Need more wood, need more wood. Oh, the wood's probably all being used on making this floor. So maybe I made a mistake in making this larger a building. I got excited to claim all the space at once. Maybe a small little first floor estate would have been better. Also, the torch does not add that much lighting. Maybe I should put it on the front wall instead. With everyone constructing, I want to change that to have someone at least harvest some things. So back over to prioritization. And Ilani, you're going to be our miner and our chopper. And everything else possibly. Good. Now, as I'm going very, very slowly at so much this, I worry the fog will consume us again soon. And am I allowed to summon more students anytime I want to? Okay, to summon students, you need to have a wand. And currently we have none. So attacker, defender, healer. So am I allowed to get one of each again? We sent 3 people in previously. Hopefully 3 people are enough to clear the next area also. Now, does it summon on its own? Do you have to send someone down there to do the summoning? Insufficient ingredients. Okay, so you have to put these kinds of wands into the machine to summon the person, I believe. So you have to learn how to make wands, looks like. No wand shaper. That is the next element. The cot's unreachable. Ah, because one piece has not been made yet. I see. There it goes. I'm hoping that Weedle does not need to sleep. Yeah, so it looks like the ghost is a character that does not require any kind of positive interaction. We can just let them run around and build as they want to, create as they want to. And it looks like you're not allowed to put 3 in a row, so actually kind of want to get rid of this one here and move it to have a little bit of opening in between. And while we're building, we'll build one more there. Very good. My friends, we have an ad break coming in 1 minute's time. I was thinking of playing this game until the ad break and then trying a new one, so I guess we'll do that. I do want to do more adventuring down here, though. So I don't know. I feel bad ending the game. Nonetheless, they have an austere bedroom, a place to sleep now. Whichever way, let's pause it there for a moment. Let's do some crossword, and then after the ad break, we'll figure out what we're doing next. But thanks for being here. What are your opinions so far on Mind Over Magic, this new base building university wizarding game? I know so far my playthrough has been a lot of, how do I build this? What's that? But I really like the combination of the missions and also the building. Those together seem really, really fun. But we'll see. Upper Ranges, a city in New York. I have no idea. Scottish Hillside, that's a moor, I believe. Stitched Up, Sewn, possibly. Peppa to Mirabelle in Encanto. I think Uncle, I believe that, or is it Aunt? Peppa ends with an A in Spanish, probably an aunt. I've seen the movie once, I remember nothing about it though, other than we don't talk about Bruno. No. A vehicle that might use a dedicated lane. Well, a bike, a bus. Bus lanes are often the same too. Leaving in a hurry, or what can be found in each of these. So it's found in the name of cities, it looks like. But leaving in a hurry, are they vacation destinations? I don't know much about Tampa at all. They have a football team, I think. Newcastle or Old Speckled Hen. Newcastle's a kind of beer. I wrote T when I said aunt. Oh, so this is the Spanish word for aunt. Yeah, aunt or aunt, meaning the sister of a mother or father. My apologies for not saying in Spanish. I think it's an ale. Haunted House Emotion. I mean, fear, terror, possibly. Horror is also a possible one. What's the down here? A say, perhaps. That's to analyze? Not sure. The T feels better than the H, though. We'll see. Care to join? Maybe you in? Thanks, counterpart. I would have said like NP for no problem, or you're welcome, but I don't know how to abbreviate that. Bun to a Brit. I've watched the Great British Baking Show, and I have absolutely no idea what they call them. Also, it might not be a cooked bun, it could be like a hairstyle bun. Not sure. Hurls with gusto slangily. I believe it means yeets. I think yeets is throwing things aggressively. Volcanic Peak featured in Season 2 of The White Lotus. I don't know The White Lotus at all. I do know that the Volcanic Peak Etna is very common in crosswords, so I'm going to put Etna in based on no real knowledge. Follower of boot or spaghetti with a P at the end. Oh, strap. Strap. A spaghetti strap, bootstrap. Good. Beef Star Wong. I said it's Ali, though I don't know which letter it is. New beginning. Still not sure on that. Oh, it could be Neo. The prefix Neo means new. Let's try that. Facial expressions or body language, perhaps. So not non-verbal cues, but ALC blank E. Something may be wrong done that way. I'm not sure. Aged beefs. So, like I said, it's probably a disagreement that's been around for a while. So, chords is a possible idea, like discords. But something probably wrong. Oh boy. Go from script final PDF to script final version 2 PDF. This is like renaming, save separately, editing, rewrite, I think is the one they're going for there. Good. Barbershop sound. Snip, 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 snip. That's not how you write snip. Campus option for soon-to-be military personnel is Reserve Officer Training Corps, I believe. A wild way to run, amok. Some small ensembles, apparently are trios, like that. It might be clarifying. Oh, clarifying mask. These are facial scrubs and so on. Purported source of a footprint photographed on Everest in 51. That's a Yeti, of course. You'll probably get a few bucks out of it. A rodeo something, possibly. A rodeo bull. So maybe it's the case that moors are not the Scottish hillside. I only know about Scottish hillside from the Hounds of the Baskervilles when they go to the moor, I thought. hospital workers who treat patients in critical condition, probably ICU nurses. Was accepted. Got in, I bet. Hairstyle that eventually wears off despite his name. Oh, the perm. It's not really permanent. 20th century educator and evangelist, Sister Blank Bowman. Unsure. The cross here is political topics that impact voters' wallets or pocketbook issues, I guess. Indonesia's only Hindu majority province. Is Bali in Indonesia? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Like some texturally unpleasant chicken. Stringy. Combs, who has used the monikers Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and Diddy, among others. That's a Sean Combs, I believe. And that's enough for right now. Very good, very good. With that, like I said, I'd like to change to a new game. Unless I can very quickly do one more little adventure. Just one more little adventure, please and thanks. So I need to build this wand shaper and then get wands. The wand shaper requires 2 more sinew, and sinew are gotten from killing dire rats. And I don't have anyone on job 1 hunting. That's right, just one more turn. Just one more turn. So no one's especially good at hunting. I'm going to go ahead and ask Weedle to do that. We all got some beds now. The fog. So I wonder if the fog makes its moves all at once. Every night it jumps forward. Or if instead it will creeping gradually throughout the day, and I won't notice until it's outside our door. There's a sin we need. So the Wand Shaper crafts wands from magical components. Every wand is destined for a unique wielder, and they're used at the student summoner to summon new students. Placeable on floors and on the ground. So you can put it outside if we want to. I don't know what kind of room it would go into. But sure, outside seems fun. Let's do that. One more turn is the classic mating cry of the Civ player. It's true. I told Needle to chop, not hunt. Oh, thank you for noticing my misclick. Yep, you're absolutely right. Good eye, thank you. Nonetheless, the hunting did get done, thank goodness. And how's the research going over here? 76 out of 85. So I'm getting closer and closer. Oh boy, everyone has a real bad day right now. They just like eating the soup, they just like sleeping outside. That was your choice. There are cots right there, go sleep there. I think they have a schedule, yes? They have a schedule, yes. It is currently high noon. Where can I see that? Oh, down here. So currently high noon. And, sleepy time is still a ways away. Sorry, team. Sorry. It is a bedroom, actually. Yeah, it's an austere bedroom. It just is only used during sleepy o'clock. So I could let them go to sleep right now, but I trust they won't lose their minds. Alright, here we go. The Wand Shaper. Add wand order. So here's where you build one of each kind. It's created with wood and sinew, etc., and many casts of nature. So whoever is best at nature should be doing this kind of work. Who is best at nature, if anybody? I need more staff. Need to have more people working. Wand making is nature. No one's especially good at that. I'm going to say that making the wands is more important than hunting, though we need some hunting parts for making the wands. So whenever Weedle is done, 1 second, Beverly, you should be researching. Beverly, what are you doing? Beverly, so researching is higher priority than anything else for Beverly, and yet Beverly's not researching. Oh, because they finished it. I didn't even notice that. There's no big pop-up for research is done. Or if there is, I just missed it. Let's do the dining table next. That's really a nice thing to do. But we can now build some chests. And I don't know if chests just bring items from absolutely everywhere. To make a chest, you have to have a smoke stick. I do not know what smoke sticks are yet. So I'm unlocking things we do not know how to build. But look at that! Look at that! A wand is nearly created. Our junk remains on the floor. Okay, the other side of things, we got a lot of rats, some trees. We'll keep marking these. What's he carrying? What's that giant blue thing? Oh my. Oh man, that's one of those wands. So here comes a student. Wait, maybe I don't want to summon the students? Unless I want to teach them. 1 second. Learn about summoning students. In order to summon students, make wands, and then summon them. I want to send them immediately to death and glory. I do not want to teach them. Pay your tuition, I'll give you the diploma. What more do you need? Here's rain also. Rainstorms are frequent and they cause durability damage to furnishings and reagents that are not covered by roof or in storage. Rain can seep through exposed floors and get to the rooms below. When furnishings reach durability of 0, it's broken. Mages use earth to repair, etc., etc. Reagents, on the other hand, cannot be repaired. So, is there a way to do storage without having a storage box? Because I have a lot of stuff outside. That's gathering. I could put someone on a higher storage of hauling, is that right? Move items by teleporting them. Cleaning, get rid of messy byproducts. Repairing. I think I have to have that chest placed, and we don't quite know how to do that yet, so our items might go bad. Making that last wand, the healer's wand. And here come some students. So it looks like all the different jobs require not just an item, but instead repeated casting. What I need for the chest was describe the chest. Oh, good eye. You're absolutely right. It does describe the things one needs and what they are. The chest requires a smoke stick. Smoke sticks are used in recipes for gear and potions and for certain furnishings. They come from a smoke reed planter or a smoke reed. I believe I have not seen either of those yet. Smoke reed planters, probably in gardening, but I'm not seeing it right now. So can that be researched? Smoke reed such and so. It's not in the chapter 1 area, I don't think. No. Oh, here it is. Smoke reed planter requires more research than I can possibly do right now. So then we got no chest possibility currently. So I feel a little silly having researched that. The Phoenix Kiss, what's that? A common plant with magical properties. So maybe random... Yeah, maybe random plants are going to show up outside. And so we might get the smoke reed we need. That rhymed. That's good. The last wand has been made. But as right now, they're working on summoning a student, I think. We need one more cast. Hello, students! Hello, student! Hello, Dylan the Vivified. So are all students basically the same? Or do they have any particular differences? He has a proficiency, I think. Is that true? No, he already knows one spell in fire and one spell in air. Got it. You may see a smoke reed on the right side when I'm scrolling around. Sun Shadow Tree. Ice flower. So I'm not seeing it. That grass. There's grass that's smoke reed. Ah! I thought it would be, you know, smoking. Awesome. Thank you for noticing that. Unfortunately, it needs to grow 100%, but that is smoke reed. Huh, crazy. Hey, Cyberacle, you like the art style of the game? I do too. It's by Clay, the people who made Oxygen Not Included, etc. It's an early demo, and so they'll probably make it even more attractive. But I like it also, and it's being a ton of fun to play. I keep saying I'm going to go play some other game, but we just keep pushing buttons. Yeah, if you want to play this, you can play it right now. It's over on Steam Next Fest. The school offers a beacon of hope to magically gifted students who would otherwise succumb to nightmares. To make good on the promise of nightmares, you'll need your staff to teach classes, allowing the students to master their magic. To start a class, build a learning stone. During scheduled periods, the staff will teach students what they need to learn based on magic skills and wands. I wonder if teachers who are better in a certain skill will do better at teaching that skill. I assume so, but I'm not certain. I think to build a learning stone for our lovely students. In fact, I need one more viscera, which means time for more rats to die. The rain falls. Just a little drop of rain. Can't hardly hurt me now. These grasses are also smoke reed, though they're not grown enough to do anything yet. The ice flower can be harvested. Though harvesting these things outside feels a little bad, knowing the rain is destroying them gradually. Oh, there it goes! So this is the punishment for not having a box yet, I believe. Smoke reed. Wormweed. So many weeds. Weeds galore. Hey, Final, this is a much more in-depth Spellcaster University. I think you're absolutely right. I've been told by people in chat that the Spellcaster University is not being developed anymore. We did play it when it first came out, and it was fun, but definitely unpolished. Where I'm pretty excited to see how this game gets polished. Being put up by Clay makes me very hopeful, because Clay always does an amazing job building up their games and supporting them and putting out many updates over many years. So I have a lot of hope for this game, which is why I'm very glad to be playing it. Alright, so dining table's been researched. Look at this mana lantern also. It was one of the things we could have gotten for free. We'll see. Okay. Furniture. The dining table. I guess I'll just throw it in the middle here and hope that's not a problem. Oh, can I rotate that also? It might look nicer if rotated. Also, it's still so dark in here. It is rotatable. Cool. So we have this direction and a little bit out of the way. And now the chest. Still need the one smoke stick. Please stop breaking my things. They're precious to me. Oh, goodbye items. Goodbye precious items. Yeah, the game told me to get my things inside, but was there any way to do so without finding a smoke reed that was already grown? Like, is there a way to haul things inside without a chest? Those of you who've seen the game before, played it before. Because feel like no. Also, having the wand shaper outside is super cute, but it is then taking damage. And that does not feel like the best of decisions ever. Hey, we have a second character named Eleanor. Hello, Eleanor. Eleanor's our defender. And so now we have infrequent cots. Harvesting is needed might stop that. I think you're right, Ludario. If we just don't have stuff on the floor outside, it can't get destroyed. So I may have been a little aggressive on killing all the poor little rats, might possibly. Smokestick! Smokestick! We have smokestick. Alright, finally our first chest. I have no idea how chests work yet. If I'll be telling them to have certain items inside them and not other items. But there it is. Learn about gremlins and clutter. 1 second, 1 second. There are many things I must learn about in this game. So, the teaching... I need Viscera. Unfortunately, all of our Viscera may have died. I'll wait till the chest is made. Hey, everyone's eating inside! Which means their mental state is finally repairing itself. A gremlin. Gremlins are nasty beasts that materialize in rooms containing clutter for them to destroy. Use fire to hunt them. To prevent gremlin infestations, build a chest and make sure the mages have time to haul things to storage. F4 shows where gremlins may invade. This is an untidy room. So neat rooms have a 0% chance of summoning. Untidy ones likely have a gremlin once every 24 hours. And then faster and faster it goes on. So I'm trying to store things. I swear, I swear. Oh, the wolfman found himself a rat to eat. So I wonder if when the wolfman eats the rat, if we get any viscera or just goes straight into the head. How are you eating that? I wanted to see you pop it into your mouth all at once, taking handfuls of rat. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. The rain is still going. So I think what happened here is I didn't get to storage fast enough, and so we're learning a lesson about that. Now, this is Carcass. So carcasses can be buried or thrown into the midden heap. We haven't researched the midden yet, but I believe it's the case that the midden will give us some kind of research points for taking them apart. We have another smoke stick. How do chests work? Let's see. They can hold 10. Now, I wonder if that means 10 different types of things, or if each item has some kind of weight or capacity consumption, or what exactly. But it does seem that we're going to need more than one chest. And probably in many different places based on what they're going to hold, but for right now, it's just a giant pile of storage. Good. Okay, we can see what's being put in storage. I think if we want to, we can mark more things to store, but they are all being grabbed as time goes by. What did I need again to make my my teaching place? Viscera. So, oh no. Do we have insufficient rats to make the thing we need? I think so. So we may have to wait for more rats to spawn to get the viscera we need. Though perhaps the midden pile will give us viscera also. Learn about lightning and void shrooms. Without torches and other light sources, rooms will be dark, uninviting, and prone to void shroom infestations. When fully grown, void shrooms will drain mana at a steady rate from mages. The staff can use nature to harvest void shrooms for void caps. A room's lighting is determined by placing windows, torches, and other light sources. My dark and dank school is not a place anyone wants to be. I don't know how to build windows yet, so there's got to be more of these torches. The fog advances once more. Unfortunately, the red torches I want to use consume viscera. I need the viscera for making my place of teaching. So the early game feels a little bit more rushed or requires care in how you do it than in Oxygen Not Included. Because I got a lot of items that were destroyed in that rainstorm. I hope it's the case that's changed. Or I hope it's the case I get better at the game. Either one is fine. Let's see what this midden heap does. So it middens these various things. Is midden a production word or a consuming word here? I think you put the corpses in and get nice things out. Maybe. Hello, Dylan. I'm sorry, the students are just hanging out right now. I probably shouldn't just summon them until I can make a place for them to study. Also, I wish I could do a kind of like informal teaching before we have the proper classroom of whatever sort. But we do need more lights. And so I don't think I'm using sinews right now. And so I'll mix and match colors, which I think is fine. But everyone needs a light so I can tell what's going on. Is a midden heap a place where you dump human waste? Yeah, in this game it's a place where you dump corpses and such. And I think that's good. But I don't understand if it's saying you put in viscera or you put in corpses. I think it's you put in corpses and get the viscera. But we don't quite know how that works yet. Oh, bedtime! Good night, everybody! Good night, everybody! So, I don't know if students can sleep in beds. They can. So we need one more bed for our student people. But at least all of the teachers have finally found a bed, which will raise their happiness. Great. We didn't have any mental breaks. What does this tiny little bar mean? Okay, maybe that's how far into their sleep cycle they are. Yeah, so 15% done with sleeping. Got it. I should probably segregate the students and the teachers when they're sleeping, but for right now they just line up in rows of cots. The mana lantern does what exactly? Build a lantern. Focusing light to restore mana. Must be charged up. So some of these characters are showing mana drained. Huh. Their mana's 86 out of 86. What does mana drain mean then? Had their mana absorbed by a void shroom. You recall that we have dark areas that produce void shrooms, which consume mana. So I gotta have more bright areas to get rid of those. We put this, I don't know, nice central location. Seems good. And that will not consume any of the dining spots there. What happens if I try to send 2 characters on this mission without... Okay, I'm not allowed to send students here. I think only when they graduate. So maybe I have to have 3 characters or at least do some classes to get the students ready to go. Not sure. We have our midden prepared. Spot process non-enumerated corpses, turn them to good stuff. Thank goodness. Finally. And our little ghost friend keeps working as best she can. Killing goblins! That's not a goblin, that's a student. Don't kill the students! She's doing all the building first. Thank you, Weedle. Mana Lantern's now charged. So I believe this will help people refill their mana throughout the day. That seems really useful. Where are you going, Weedle? Where are you going? Getting things out of the chests. A chest full. 7 of 10 and 1 of 10. So there's still lots of space. What kind of job will be putting things into the midden? I'm guessing nature. The process of nature turning corpses into fertilizer. Good morning, world. The light raises again over the mountain. I think we saw that in Darkest Dungeon yesterday. Do I have to tell them what to put in here, or they do it themselves? So you can set storage rules. As of right now, any kind of corpse goes in, though only non-character corpses. What's the red fog? Yeah, this is called the Dread. So this is the central mechanic that explains your missions. The fog comes every day, closer, closer, closer. In 5 days, it will destroy us. You can do underground missions that will drive back the fog one day. And there's a balance between building and expanding and driving back the fog. But you can only drive back the fog if your students have become wizards. You can't send the staff down, apparently, which I understand from gameplay perspective, but if it's between destroying the school and the teachers actually doing some work that's outside their contract, I would think that the union would understand. Perhaps. Okay, I'm guessing these braziers are much better to use than the basic wall torches. They probably add more light to a larger area. Let's go ahead and do the bitter rice first to get better food going. I see that the midden is only able to hold 3 corpses. Dark level. Oh. So it decays better when the light is not shining or is shining. I don't know how that works. The percentage is going down. So as of right now, I think it's saying that the decay will be done in 10 hours. Are there new rats? No new rats. There's more food to harvest, though. So get the gather going. Okay, and then over this way also. So if we're not going to get any more rats, I'm not sure it's exactly worthwhile to build additional middens, rather. I only need how many more viscera? I have animal parts. I got 2, I need 4. Our research is going like gangbusters now. And so this is the part where we're going to get all research done before our next mission below, the Puppet Master. Wouldn't it be nice if we were able to be teaching the students during this part? But I wasted my viscera. No. Out here I'll make my food stuff. Probably makes more sense to put the food stuff on this side, as the kitchen's right here. And that's the bit of rimworld I remember. I do wonder if there'll be any interaction between these plots in the midden or other elements on the way. Now, of course, as I head more and more to the right, I recognize that will be overtaken by the fog at some point, but not sure it's an issue at all. Do we get viscera back and remove lamps? That's a great question, Audio. Thank you for that. I actually don't know what happens if you destroy things. Disintegrate turns it into its constituent reagents. Shrink it down. You're absolutely right. We will get them back that way. Now, what else did I use viscera on making? I don't think anything, unfortunately. But that's great. So we'll need 1 more. Here, little rats. Here, little rats. Our chests are still not full. I should probably put someone on job 1 hauling. Well, it is getting hauled in gradually, so that's okay. $7.2 hours. On the mouse over here, it does not say how light versus dark works, I don't think. Then on properties here, oh boy. So base corpses of clay, decay rather, consumes 2.78 dark per corpse. Oh, is this not light versus dark in the world? I think it's instead dark magic. So when the dark runs out, then someone has to come cast on it to get started again. I see. It's not a natural process. It's a process quite weird instead. We now know how to make gravestones. Never need those. I'm guessing these braziers use the same kind of ingredients as the bigger version. So the green is the one that's made out of plants I have. So now I have all these smoke sticks, which, well, I'm delighted by those. I just don't need as many anymore. Hollow lily blooms. So we saw that these are produced off of the founder's grave. Hallowedness happens there. We can build graves, we do not need that. I did say we need to make another cot for our additional students. And a third person named Philippe. Philippe's also a wolfkin. So Philippe our new healer, Eleanor our defender, and Dylan our attacker. We have 13 meals right now. Some good stuff. There's a dire rat. Someone has dire rat somewhere. There it is. So we can see these spawn by looking at the wild. So instead of having to go through and looking for what plants are, etc., you can use the resources page to see. That's pretty darn cool. Can you choose to race the students at random? I think it's been random so far. The summoning order says they come from all places across the kingdom. I don't think there's a way to select, though I think it is possible to re-roll the students when you send them on their big mission. I'm not exactly certain on that, though. What I do know, though, is we can now build our teaching area. Yes. Alright. It doesn't say what kind of room it needs to be in. However, I'm guessing a classroom. It can't go outside. So let's have a classroom at the very middle here. No lecture spots. Oh, I see. You lecture towards the stone. Okay, and then we'll need walls. What sad, empty little rooms these are. Okay, I'm being allowed to put doors here again. For some reason, I was not allowed to put a door here previously, and I just don't know why exactly. Need a roof on top of that also? Huh. The roof is being replaced. I don't exactly want that. So I'm hoping that this will auto-connect and won't leave a weird gap there. Unreachable object. Okay, we built the wall up building the door, so I'm going to prioritize making the door if I can. Where's my yellow alert Wii U? Look, I found the priority part. Time to put everything on priority 5. Kind of random building all directions. Here it goes. Time to teach. Students try to balance their learning across all skills. So this is currently saying it's just a room, because the walls are not built, so it's just not clear what they want to be. Class begins! I didn't schedule class, but here it is. So Weedle, the ghost, comes in lectures. As right now, there's learning any skill at all. Yes. They appear to be working on the skills they know. Fire and air. Philippe is learning about water skills, nature and earth. It's functioning. Our school is functioning. Hey, this door is non-functional also. As part as that. It is a little silly having people do construction in the middle of the school. I can easily imagine causing a big stink over that if construction workers came into my room and started causing a bunch of noise. How great is that? We'll continue working on the braziers because they're here. And am I right that they require the same kind of materials as the smaller version? Wormwood pods for green. Yeah, it's the same. So the smaller torches give 60 light, the bigger ones give 125 instead. Look, gardening is happening. It's all happening. School is happening. Oh gosh. There's a basic classroom. This is still saying it's unreachable. Hey, Silver Knight Gaming, how's it going? I saw you playing some, oh gosh, was it Crusader Kings today or EU? One of those. Whichever way, I hope your stream was good, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for being here with us. And I hope you had a lot of fun with your adventures. Skill up! Look, they are learning. Level 1 done. Okay, I think I've blocked the door here. I think that's the issue. So I'm trying to move this towards the back there. Class has ended. The students are all out of mana. So I'll stop in to filter mana again. Now, on the schedule here, when will they do school next? All students. Yellow time is school time. Chores, eating, etc. Now, I think each dining table had either 4 or 6 spots. Either way, I need another dining table. I'm feeling like my building might get a little cramped too fast. Perhaps I should move this up another floor. Just to have access to this middle room for other purposes. Using all of this for just one room feels kind of silly. Though it is the centerpiece of the school, so I get that. Agnar, how's it going? This is a crazy RimWorld mod? I know. All this building. Where are the raiders? Where could they be? If I just drag my staircase up. There's spiral stairs also? What? Huh. Can't be a wizard school with no spiral staircases, of course. That does make sense. Floor goes across this way. Huh. Oh, not didn't go quite far enough there. There we go. More rain is coming. That's fine though, because our chests have open capacity. Our things will be put away. The midden is about halfway done. I see a lot of viscera still, or carcasses, which will go bad. So I think it would make sense to make another midden to ensure that it consumes the corpse instead of having them just disappear with no good work. Is the lantern giving lighting? It is giving lighting. Giving lighting of the moon sort. So I think I don't need the torch anymore. I can just move it into a smaller room over here. Okay, and then can I make a giant light inside the teacher's room? The classroom, that is. Red Braziers actually use Phoenix followers instead of using the Viscera. So that seems like a nice thing. I don't quite know if light is cast equally much throughout all the rooms, without the entire room, or instead cast based on proximity to the building item. But let's build a fire inside of our wooden base. The fog advances once more. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can't we see how much more my students need before they're fully trained? I guess you have to be tier 1 in everything. And then tier 2 in your specialization. And then you get graduate. Next floor up. I could have a second classroom, but I think as right now, we have few enough students that we only need the one classroom. So I don't know what I want to build up here, but something eventually. For now, let's just throw in some more light, just to keep the baddies away. Put a little torch on the wall here. And here. Do you have a different color? That's fine. Finally, we're getting more and more lit. Okay, so though it's the case the mana lantern does cause the room to be lit up, it's not enough that I feel good about it. So let's throw a brazier in the corner also. One last research to do, and we'll have all research for this chapter completed. Hello, rat. So I could just leave the rat there for Ailani or Felipe or one of the other wolf people to eat straight away. Behold! The lighting overlay is 4, is that right? As neat overlay. There's lighting. So well-lit room has no chance of growing mushrooms. Dimly lit does have a chance. So I wonder if it needs to be over 100? Huh. This console room... Oh, so... Wait, I wonder. Why are you well-lit? Plus 60. But you are dimly lit. Plus 60. They both have the exact same item. It's just on a different wall. I'll go and move it to the same spot in the room. It's actually over in the corner there. Can I put in the corner there? No, unfortunately not. Let's try there then and see how that changes it. So right now it's at 46. We'll see soon enough what changes there. And this room has a giant brazier, but what is the... Well lit? Alright, so it can't grow void shrooms at all there. And it is the case that the room is what gives the brightness a fix, as opposed to being any portion of the room. This one's a dimly lit, so possibly the size of the room determines something to say with the, or something to do with how lit it is. I see 125 out of 472. I don't know if that's how many tiles there are in the room, or what exactly. How long till school time? I could wake the students up early and get them doing schooling right away. But no, I'm excited to see. Hope at the end of today's schooling, we'll be ready to go try the down below mission. And so I'm going to do one more down below mission, and then I think we'll be done with this game at that point. I do believe. Pardon me for one quick sec. I'm going to go ask Noms a question. She's just in her room, so back in 1 second. I'm curious when she's leaving for her activities today. Hello again. So Nams is leaving relatively early today to go do a lecture on campus and take part in a student activity. So I'm going to probably stream a little less today than usual, since I won't be able to spend time with her this afternoon. I'd like to spend some time with my wife. So we will go ahead and play this one through the next underground mission, and then probably no other games today. So my promise of playing many different demos today kind of ended up being false. Sorry. I'm having a good time with this one, though. There are lots of other really great demos to play. I'm sure you saw the list in my command there, list of other games that I'm excited to try, like Jump Flight Odyssey, and I don't recall what else I said, but all of it sounds pretty wonderful. I think it's Terra from writing me. Yeah, I said I was going to play Norland and Stellaris Nexus and Gord, and I downloaded all of them. Maybe we'll try them on stream in the coming days and weeks. Because again, the Steam Next Fest continues through American Sunday. So perhaps I'll try them on my Monday when I come back around. We'll do another day of demos and then pick some new game to play for a time. The what? I don't know. Yeah, there's so many good looking demos. It's crazy. Maybe at the end stream today I should pull up Steam and just scroll through how many games there are, and I have no idea how to select any of them outside of your feedback. So you're saying, hey, try this one, hey, check out that one, has been very helpful. But just from looking at the pictures, so many games look like they're full of possibilities. And I know the Next Fest is a time when smaller developers have an opportunity to potentially catch attention they wouldn't normally get, which is really, really, really cool. Though I recognize I'm not helping with that because I'm playing Clay, and Clay is absolutely getting all the attention in the world anyway. They have a giant community of people who really love their stuff, so I feel a little sad I've not done a good job of trying other smaller developers' games, but on my Monday I'll do more of that, I suspect. Alright, so one level is done. Skill levels have been earned. They're all having to wait their turn to cast. Am I allowed to have more than one learning stone in a room then? Hey Val, I'm doing well today. I hope you are also. On teaching. Basic stage for teaching skills, students try to balance their learning. To fit 2 in here would be brutal. And also, as I see, you have to have your one instructor there. So maybe it'd be best for me to have one of these for every student. No. They say they're waiting. I think their waiting might just be until they're given the order. Because they kind of just stand around at times also. I think I cannot do any more research now, unfortunately. So we're just stuck. Just stuck for right now. I think it might make sense to start organizing our storage a little bit. So put food stuff in here. I wonder if we can have storage down below also. I bet we can. The Book of Dread. I'd like to research the Book of Dread. Okay, if you have special pages, you're then allowed to select what you get next. Either a powerful ally, a verdant wand, which gives an extra special gifted students, or Iron Will. The amount of trauma reduces a character's max sanity or convictions reduced. So stronger student, or instead have your students be prepared with mental health training so they know what to do in difficult times. Just keep breathing. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Okay, so at the level they're learning right now, show me the schedule, please. They may actually get fully trained today. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Also, even though I've told the characters they're allowed to work on whatever they want to, I think they will only work on skills they've not maxed out. there may be one more day. I'm going to go ahead and increase the game speed for the first time. Go max speed. I'm guessing it looks pretty silly. Yeah, a little bit pretty silly indeed. But since there's really nothing else to do at the moment, I'm okay with doing that for now. Class is ended. I spend the break period recharging on up. Still have a decent amount of food. Still got some corpses also. How long does the bitter rice take to work its way through? 10 hours more to go. No, sorry, 10 hours more on something to be casted upon again. Anyway, we'll have some food there soon. I need to set up a meal order also to make the bitter rice, my slightly better food. I want to do that first, as much as we possibly can. And then leftover food afterwards. But soon we'll have better food. Alright, afternoon session's going. Look at him learning. I think we need to do our mission. Oh yes, this is all I've been waiting for. Get ready to graduate, students. Our entire semester was a day or two. 2 leveled up, only Dylan remains. There you go. We have a full team of fully trained students. Every student has a natural limit to their magical ability. Once they've learned all they can, they're considered fully trained and gain a gold star on the portrait. Fully trained students do not go to class, but they do still help out around the school. Once you have a critical mass, love that, of fully trained students, they must complete their education in the underschool. Click on the Oraculum to set up the trial. We have an ad break coming in 3 minutes, so I'm kind of sort of wanted to wait till after that to make sure we get this done. Let's go and get it started. If we need to pause during it, we can. So, we can start our trial. Our healer has been called Intensify Attack. Intensify N grants N attack at the start of a dungeon run to the characters before and after the intensifying character in the queue. So, that seems like this person should be in the middle this time. Armor on the defender, so you go there. And the middle, and that is that. Oh, you send them to the burrowers later again? Huh, I thought we were going to get access to the next kinds of enemies. You also have giant reserves. Send all the children down to die. I only have this one option for trying, so we can send them ice petals. They're used to get mana back. And Viscera, used to get HP back. Right, just in case. Get the students down and ready. I hope the kiddos don't all die. They're probably not as well trained as our starting characters were. They didn't quite see how good they were. Welcome, kiddos. Look at that, bringing your Viscera. Has no mana. Yeah, go restore that first, please. Has mana. Everyone's roughly sane still. Everybody's here and ready to go. I'm going to pause it right there, friends. I got an ad break coming presently, got some crosswords coming presently. On the other side of the crossword, we will send our students to glory, or to death, or to both. Who knows, who knows. For now, though, a little more crossword. We'll see if we can get it finished this time through. So genes are to denim, as genes are to, well, I assume DNA. And yeah, I was right earlier that tears to smithereens is rend. Neither yours nor mine, for example. It's presumably theirs then. Sound made before crashing. You yawn before you crash in bed. A say, perhaps. I think it means sort, doesn't it? No, the Scotch hillside is the Bray. $100 bill in slang. Is that an H spot? I don't know what kind of spot it is. Though, has Benjamin Franklin on it. It's on the cross here, upper ranges. We can see the letters inside. We'll spell a city name in New York. It's going to be Mountain Chain, I believe. And so it's Utica, New York. There you go. Saying is testing. Good to good. Guinness or Murphy's are stouts. Again, more beers here. Checkmate. I win. Kendrick of Pitch Perfect. That's Anna Kendrick. Bun to a Brit. I do not know what that means. Thanks counterpart. I want to say, like, no problem. I have no idea what this letter is. So thanks. Oh, please. You say please and thanks. Oh, pliss. And yes, as I learned on the Great British Baking Show, a bun is a bap. Bop? No idea. One of 88 on a piano is a key. Rage is ire. What's between 20 on a cross and a green check mark on airport signs? Pre. So there's pre-check that you can do so you don't have to stand in a long line at the airport. Steel part of a work boat. Work boot, rather. It's a tow. The theme here is called Skipping Town, because there's a town in the circles, and there are letters you skip in between it. Get it? Get it? Good. Like horror movie decision-making stereotypically, there's rash. Rash is what comes to mind. Single or double fold fabric feature. Maybe there's single or double fold hems? Because rash is a possibility here. Huh. Yeah, something's wrong here. TLR is not a common ending. So I'm going to put hem in and see if rash is correct. Martian Day. I said earlier it might be called a soul. It is. Change. Alter. Organized agriculture workers in California. The Farmers Union. Okay. Burners supply once. I do not know what you mean with burners here. Wanders of wanderers. Wanders of wanderers. So a raft is a rapid transit option. Verbal of equivalent psi is a... Equivalent psi is a lass. Oh, wanders. People who use wands on people who are going places. The Transportation Security Administration wands people. Got it. It me. It okay. I don't know. Facial expression or body language. Social cue. Aged beefs is old... CDs were used for burning before. Hey, Toady, how's it going, my friend? We're on a little ad break right now. We'll definitely be moving over to the game again in just one moment. We're setting up for an exciting moment inside of this new Clay game, but I guess the ads are over. I want to finish this real quick. We're almost done with this crossword puzzle. And we'll see how it goes. How is a dating sim? No, we're not playing dating sims. We did talk about dating sims earlier, but I'm not playing them. Mama Burger, hello. Good seeing you, Dr. Gunt. Hi, Golf House. Hello to Bob Gobbo. Infinity, welcome in. Elena, hello. Choose Red Mage, a fine choice. Now, we mentioned dating sims earlier as a game that a person in chat was excited about, but I've never played a dating sim, and I probably never will. Golf House, thanks for the follow. I know good things about you from Toadie's Good Words. Welcome. So age beefs are old scores. Gotta settle those. 20th century educator and evangelist Sister Blank Bowman, I really don't know. Indonesia is the only Hindu majority province. I said it's probably Bali. Buckets for mops, for example. Buckets for mops. Hats. Mop hairstyle, you put a hat on top of that, it's a bucket. Good. And lastly, actor Gory of One Night in Miami, or 20th century educator and evangelist Sister Blank Bowman. So it's unfortunately a cross of two names. Gory Eli, maybe? Thea? Hey, there we go. Very good. Thank you for being here in this joyful, joyful moment of success. Great. Great, great. With that done, we'll pop back over to our little video game here. How's it going today to you? Good seeing you all indeed. Thank you, Raiders, for being here. Toady, what were you playing today? Tell me stories about that. Were you playing a little bit of Cities? Were you playing something else? Always good seeing you, Toady. I'll go ahead and do a quick little shout out here. If you do not know our friend Toady, they have been around for quite a while. And they're playing RimWorld, apparently. Multiplayer RimWorld. I've never played multiplayer RimWorld. Are you enjoying yourself? Is it very stressful? I can imagine being very, very stressful indeed. And so, I will call you a hero if you're in fact playing that. Alright, this is a brand new game demo. It's currently free to play over on Steam. It is a game in which you build a wizarding university and teach some wizards how to cast spells. And then they go into the dark underhalls to defeat enemies, giving you access to more and more technologies and research and all the rest. It's made by Klei, the people who make Oxygen Not Included and so on, and we're sending our first 3 students into the dark. This part of the game is auto-battler, so I cannot do anything once they're in there. So let's watch and hope our little friends do not die. Look ma, no hands. So the character in the front end here is our tank, middle is our healer, back end is our damage dealer. Whoa! And you can't choose who you're targeting, but they succeeded. And so they get to go to the boss fight. I'll be very pleased if my starting characters here do not die. So, they come to the end. They meet the burrower larva. So it seems that the enemies respawn. Because these are the same enemy that our starting wizards killed also. But no reason to worry. Good job, good job, good job. Well done, youngsters. We're very proud of you. So they are now proper wizards, no longer merely students. They're going to their graduation. Friends, get your regalia on. Be ready to sing Pomp and Circumstance. Do the professors come to graduation also? Or do they have more important things to do? They're ready to graduate. Oh, heads bowed. Professors do not care. Well, do. Defeating the burrow larva has pushed back the fog 15 cells. The third years broke causality today and destroyed half the temporal studies wing. Finally, something inspiring happens around here. That's a quote from the chief artificer Valix. Good job, students. And so, previously, we were allowed to take students and put them into the school staff. We can still do that if we want to. For now, though, for the first time ever, we can send them on a mission to help out our villagers. And we have 3 people who are going to go. And so you 3 are going to be becoming wandering wizards. Gritty new wizards sent to defend grumpy villagers from advancing fog easily took care of business. Philippe overcame a fear of heights and led the team heroically. And now they're gone. Off to live their lives, hopefully very soon joining the Alumni Association and sending us their money. That's the only way this place keeps functioning. Look at that! They're adults now. And they grow up instantaneously. And where are y'all going? Oh, they're probably getting the transporter to leave. Yep, off they go. We now have vivified pages. Okay, this is how we begin chapter completion. Chapter 2, The Puppet Master. So, there's new research availability, higher tier wands to get better students, new places to go, including the Burrower Moth, new treasure room, and a mana crystal rather. So I want to summon an extra powerful student instead of helping people lower their trauma. So with those pages, The book comes alive once more, looking all creepy. Is someone coming to cast here? Maybe? 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 Anybody? I don't know what kind of job this is, unfortunately. Oh, this one's actually there already. It's there. Revivifying the book. I do worry eventually the book will be the big enemy of the game, and you strengthened it all game long, and then it uses its power against you. That's just how it's gonna go. $13 more casts. I believe, like it said, we're going to find additional research soon. So, I think you have to train additional wizarding students who will then be able to go down and fight that next kind of enemy. Oh, come back. You're not done. It's not sleepy time. Oh, out of mana. Out of mana, unfortunately. So someone else will cast here. Get the mana lantern functioning. That's good. Hey, Amber, how's it going? Good seeing you, my friend. Hope you're doing very well. Our founder is here once more to finish the casting. Three, 2, 1. Happy Dreadversary! More and more powering up. The mana font, it's called. Restores mana. Okay, so this is the place where people can go and get mana if this thing is empty. I've seen folks climb down before, and I guess they're recharging themselves. Now we know. Do you just select the founder? No. In this case, Weedle is just a character who has 1 point in every skill, but does not sleep, does not eat, will just keep on working, keep on working, keep on working. So that is a nice thing to have. I do not know if that Founder's Wand gives any special bonuses. Let's see. Nope, just a ghostly wand from long ago. So I do not know if in the final game we'll pick it, but for right now it's just this one person. Alright, so the fog has rolled back. Whoa! It rolled back so far. I thought the game said it only rolls back 1 day. But my goodness, metal deposits now, and Crowan nests, and bigger trees. Oh my goodness. So new resource availability for Drive Back the Fog. Another side, anything new? Foggy crystals. A mysterious crystal that appeared when the fog rolled back. Mine at night to obtain the valuables inside. So perhaps a reason for having day shifts and night shifts both, where previously it's only been to make sure characters have availability of bathrooms. Yeah, so many new things. Also larger stones. So you probably get more stone for mining those. And then the down below has opened more. Okay. Called our attention. We can look at the Book of Dread more and see what's what. The Book of Dread ends here for now. Thanks for playing our demo and beyond. If you want to stay up to date on the game, don't forget to follow and wishlist Mind Over Magic on Steam. All the best, the Sparky team. Okay, so if you want to, you can continue playing. I think there is the possibility of fighting one more boss. Or the treasure hunt also. A treasure room with level 2 Underlord. I'm going to send the kids in one more time. Here, the staff's allowed to go to a treasure room. And then when this is done, I will have to say goodbye. So, Ailani, the teacher, goes down. There they are. I'll give them as many healing items as I can. Oh, you have to have 5 vivified pages. Boo! Boo, video game! So you got to send more students off to do more jobs, etc. to get those. Well, there you go, team. We played through a demo. I really enjoyed it. We'll probably play this game when it actually comes out. I'm guessing you can make your wizarding university larger and larger and larger, possibly taking over absolutely everywhere. No doubt this is going to go deeper and deeper for more and more missions. I do want to take a quick look at what research unlocked. There's quite a bit, actually. Yeah. Better food, Scarecrowas. Stop crowas from eating your crops. There's chimneys. Used to create kitchens instead of merely sculleries. Untangling potion. Cures binding statuses. So I'm guessing it's the case that the adventuring portion of the game does get a little bit more complex each time. Nicer bedrooms, beautiful bookshelves. Quilted lumberjacks. So the quilted are the creatures that are created by wizards to do basic tasks. So you can have someone out there doing the mining instead of sending a character to do so. That's pretty neat. And then down here, foundations. Foundations let you expand the base of the school so you can build in new areas. That is wonderful. Alright friends, that's enough for today. There are many other demos to try. We'll try some more of them on your Sunday, my Monday, when I return. Hope you have a good weekend. Like I said at the beginning, mine is just a lot of grading because students turned in their exams and I told them I'd get back to them on Monday, and so Monday's coming pretty soon. Appreciate the heck out of y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me, playing a new, unusual game. Probably will get back to our normal games before too terribly long. Maybe more Stellaris, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, appreciate y'all immensely. Good night, and thank you for being a friends.